Since we want to improve our SEO performance, let's go over some technical SEO things that we can implement. I feel like I need to do a disclaimer here. Like, this isn't a guide on how to be number one in Google. This is more of a technical guide. So, things that the application actually needs to be able to be crawled by search engines like Google, DuckDuckGo, or Bing, or something like that. For that, I'm serving the application and I'm going to go back to localhost 4200. There are a few things we need. First, we can go open our File Explorer, and in here in the source folder, we are going to add a new file. This file is going to be called robots.txt. This file is going to serve as instructions for web crawlers and for search engines. And it's going to tell them, okay, from this domain, you can crawl these URLs or you can crawl this content. If you have a public website and it doesn't require login and everything you want, and you want everything to be indexed by Google, you can do user agent and do the star for everything and disallow and you leave it blank. This way is going to tell that it's not going to block anything to any web browser. If, for example, you had, I don't know, like an admin domain where you have some things that you don't want to be indexed, here you can do -admin. And then basically it would tell all of the web crawlers that they need to stop from crawling this admin folder. Everything else is fair game. Then let's save it. And now we need to open the angular.json file. And we need to tell it, okay, we need to add a new file to our assets. It's going to be the robot.txt. In here, we are going to add it right below the Firebase.messaging service worker. And here, depending on your Angular versions, you can do something like a relative import. So src slash something will work. But if it starts giving you issues saying that it needs the root folder, then you need to add the entire root to your application. So here, let's just do this and replace this with the robots.txt file. Then we can save that and we can close those files. Another thing we can also do is that we can search for the images we are using in our application. We usually get penalized by SEO if our images don't have an alt text. This helps web crawlers know what the image is about, but more importantly, it helps screen readers identify what the image is. So if you have users that have some kind of visual disability, then this will help them because the screen reader is going to be able to describe what they are saying that this image has. So here, since this is the poster for the movie, we can actually say something like poster for, and then add the movie title. That way we'll change like poster for The Matrix, poster for Shawshank Redemption, and things like that, depending on the movie. And one other thing we can do is that we can add meta tags. So what are meta tags? We have two meta tags in our application, and these are the title and the description. The title is going to be shown in our browser tab. So here you see it says Ionic app. I wanted to say something more relevant to my application. And whenever you Google something, let's see, for example, JS mobile dev, the title is also being to be referenced here, and the meta description is what you see here in Google. So we want to have something relevant that our user is going to understand what it is, and it's going to say, okay, this works for me, so they click and go to our page. We can add the title here on our page. So let's go to the import, and we're going to import the title service from angular.platform browser. Then we are going to go down to our constructor and inject it here. And then we are going to call it from inside the constructor, and we are going to pass a more relevant title. This can be our movie list. When we save and reload the page, you can see that in the tab it changed from Ionic app to movie list. The platform browser also provides another package called Meta. We can import it from here, and we can also add it to our constructor. Then we are going to go down inside the constructor and we are going to call the meta tag service and we are going to say update tag. The tag that we want to update is the description tag, and the content we want to give it is something like this is the description of my website. Then we're going to click save. We are going to go back to the browser. We're going to click inspect, and you are going to notice that, let's see, in here, we're going to close the body. In the head tag, you see here we have the title, it's movie list, and we start scrolling down. You are going to find the meta description tag, and the content is going to be, this is the description of my website.